Welcome, Cancer, to your February 2021 Creative Horoscope. I'm Jane Holland, a novelist and poet, and this horoscope focuses specifically on your creative life and career. So click like and subscribe to my channel below if you'd like to hear what the stars have in store for you creatively and artistically each month. Remember, these horoscopes can be applied equally to your sun sign, the sign you were born under, and your rising sign or ascendant, the sign that was on the horizon at the actual moment of your birth. So, Cancer, this month is all about other people for you, what they can do for you and what you can do for them. You're likely to be touching base with others with much more energy and a sense of creative endeavour than usual. Around mid-month, there may even be a touch of genius in the way you communicate your ideas to your friends and other people, as crafty Mars is making an opportunistic aspect to creative Neptune in your 9th house of ideas, beliefs and ideals. Now, your 8th house is the other part of your chart that is strongly aspected at the moment. Your 8th house is a very deep and interesting part of your chart. It covers all sorts of potentially challenging areas such as other people's finances, other people's resources, taxes, sex, and even natural endings. But although the 8th house is associated with endings, it's also a place of rebirth, of revision, clearing the old and the redundant away to make place for the new and the updated. During February, you have 5 planets, no less, in your 8th house. So this is a real time of rebirth for you. And they're joined on the 11th by a brilliant new moon at 23 degrees of airy, ideas-oriented Aquarius. This suggests that February is a great time for you to launch a new creative endeavour or a new creative persona, knowing that mid-month there's going to be a flash of genius about the way you present yourself and your potential in general. Now, one thing you may want to look out for is a mid-month clash between restrictive Saturn in your 8th house of other people's resources and unpredictable Uranus in your 11th house of networking and social groups. So make sure all your group subscriptions are fully up to date and paid for, and also that you don't fall foul of any rules or regulations to do with them, especially around professional associations at this time, as Saturn often appears to trip you up just when you least need it to. Later in the month, around the 24th of February, there's a more harmonious aspect between Mars in your social and friendship house and powerful planet of change, Pluto, which is in your relationship area, suggesting a better time for you in terms of socialising, but especially when it comes to significant others. This includes agents, editors, managers, or significant partners and collaborators in creative endeavours. Now, given this, and combined with all that powerful 8th house activity that rules other people's finances and joint ventures, you may find that you've come to somebody's attention around the end of the month, and perhaps even signing an important contract that will move you forward in your career. Or perhaps you might agree to collaborate with someone else, and this could be very beneficial for you. Just make sure that you know all the details up front, all the rules and regulations, and that you don't overdo it or come on too strong at this time, because sometimes a Pluto-Mars contact, even a harmonious one like this, can be more powerful than you realise, maybe even a little overwhelming. So get the work done and sign on the dotted line if you consider it safe to do so, but play it cool. with dreamy Neptune in your 9th house, which governs travel, higher being, spirituality, ideas, where it has been for some time and will continue to be throughout 2021, it's likely that you're deeply engaged in expanding your boundaries, especially when it comes to your mind and to ideas that energize you. In fact, you may actually remove those boundaries altogether. The moon is your natural ruler, Cancer, so both lunations this month, that's what we call the new and the full moon events in astrology, are going to be especially powerful for you. That wild new moon in eccentric Aquarius on the 11th, and in particular the full moon falling in Virgo late in the month. Now, this earthy full moon falls at 8 degrees Virgo on February the 27th. And this will be perfect for you, Cancer, for putting a creative project to bed, because the full moon not only makes an exciting and electric aspect to Uranus, but it also falls in your 3rd house of everyday communications, which is perfect for putting out a message on social media, for instance, and having your genius widely recognised. So if you've been avoiding social media recently because of all the bad news, and who can blame you, late February is a good time to go back there and start building up your platform again. Indeed, with both unpredictable Uranus and stern Saturn in the mix with this full moon in Virgo, bringing discipline and a flash of creative genius, you may find it hard not to engage with others creatively, so you might as well enjoy it. So have a wonderful and a very creative month, Cancer. And remember, if you'd like to hear more about your creative stars from me for the months ahead, please click like this video and subscribe to my channel below. Thank you very much for listening, and I look forward to speaking to you again next time.